Sometimes you gotta tear down before you build up. This huge 19th century barn in Allentown, New Jersey has seen better days.
Is this when you hear, dun, dun, dun?
It's coming downtown, baby.
But there's still plenty to save, like hand-hewn chestnut beams that are about to hold a flat-screen TV. And this old chicken coop, we've got big plans for it. A tool shed with attitude. Every old building may hide a fortune and treasure. From doors to mantles to fixtures, there are big rewards if you know where to look. I'm Matt White. Along with my brother Josh and my father Steve, we have a family-run architectural salvage business. We sell some of what we find as is, and some we reinvent to use in other jobs, where whatever we can imagine is the limit. We love salvage. From cool antiques to building materials, we find and sell a lot of stuff that other people have overlooked.
You just got a call from a client that's looking for an old tool shed, something like an old farmhouse style, kind of rustic.
That's interesting, because I just got back from a really banging looking barn job up in Allentown, New Jersey. And guess what? I saw some really, really killer beams. I mean, you know, 8 by 10 by like 25 footers.
They're getting scarce.
Yeah, and all the hand hewn. I think they're chestnut too.
Whoever built this barn around 1880 used local wood. Some of it is from hard to find chestnut. There's also some heavy duty oak in there. And the guys who built this reused parts from other barns. So we're salvaging a barn made out of salvage. Pretty cool. Plus, we find a bonus on this property. Out back, there's an old chicken coop, which we can rework into a tool shed with attitude. And that's not all.
There was another client that came in, and they were looking for a TV stand. So when I was up at the barn, I was kind of thinking maybe we could take some of the beams, maybe mix in a little bit of industrial salvage we got here at the shop.
The barn is going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
All right, so why don't you guys get your stuff together and let's go check this sucker out.
Sounds good.
We can't use a crane on this job. The barn's way too unstable. There's only one good way to do this.
We're gonna yank this old sucker down, because it's gonna be safer. Some of those beams are like 12 by 10 by 25 feet long. You know, we can't handle those up in the air.
So we'll pull it down. But first, we want to see what we're dealing with. The barn builders shaped the beams with an old tool called an adze. You can see the marks of each stroke. These beams have history written all over them.
When you first come upon a job like this, we look at the beams. We figure out which ones are worth taking, which ones aren't. We figure out if ones we cut are the ones that are gonna actually take the barn down on top of this.
Risky, but worth it. Most barn beams are chestnut, pine, or oak, depending on where they were built. Longer, wider beams get the best price, between $5 and $15 a foot. Most of these are medium-sized. They'll go for up to $10 a foot. Before we pull the barn down, we remove the flooring to get to some of the upper beams.
Let's go straight down to the ground, straight down. Hey. And then walk it up, right? That's not bad.
At up to 25 feet, carrying them out one by one ain't gonna work. We need machinery. Bring on the skid steer.
All right, that's a nice one.
23 feet.
It's really cool because you got all your mortise holes. I mean, look at the size of some of these. Look at the size of some of these old cut nails. Let's go get the other beam out and let's put this baby on the ground.
This 30 by 80 structure is barely standing. We'll have to go nice and easy with the final teardown.
Yeah, I'm just eyeing this thing up. I mean, this little tiny thing here is holding up, I think, this roof. So this whole wall here is loose, it's rotted, the whole place is shaking. It's gonna come down. It's gonna be kind of cool.
We'll pull down the main supports first.
We're gonna attach these chains to a couple of these beams. It's gonna pull the bottom beams out, which is gonna wipe out all the uprights, which is gonna take the barn to the ground.
It's coming downtown, baby.
Ready? Yeah. Is everybody clear?
but it's too much of a monster to pull down in one go.
I want a clean jerk.
We'll have to do this in stages.
I want a jerk. Y'all clear, Dad? Watch out for that. This one's probably pretty dangerous right now. Is this when you hear dun dun dun?
It's creaking. I heard some creaking in there.
You gotta be careful.
You can't rush this process. We keep reattaching the chain and bringing it down section by section.
Everybody clear? Yeah, baby! How's that one, huh? Wasn't coming down, huh?
That's good stuff, man.
Nice.
High five.
Nice.
Sweet.